We'll try again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi,
everyone.
We're the
Sunshine Stitchers. I'm EJ.
I'm Gary.
I'm Shelia, and
who do we have?
Hey y'all, Michelle G here, Bendy Stitchy with the Sunshine Stitchers. Yeah! I held that in for like 10 seconds while you guys did your intro. I couldn't hold it in anymore.
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy.
Very happy that Michelle is with us today. And we have been, of course, watching you like forever. And, you know, you are a true ally in the cause. And that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you. I have a bit of a platform and I try to use it, but I want to make sure that I stay correctable too, right? So I'm not perfect, but I'm just here to help the ball club.
Yeah.
Everybody's learning. Yeah. Everyone is learning.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I love about this, because I'm a teacher. So when I see people learning, I love it.
That's got to feel good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, first, we just want to get to know you a little bit. That's okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just so excited. I'm sorry. I'll tone it down as the...
No, don't tone it down.
Okay. Okay, yes, okay.
So, we have our little formula questions because what we're finding from people who watch our videos that they're really enjoying getting to know our guests.
Yeah.
And I'm not too terribly original at questions.
If it's working, why change it, right? It's a formula, it's good.
I found a set of questions and I'm sticking to them.
Absolutely, I'm here for it.
And it's only a few, it's not 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But so how long have you been stitching and who taught you?
So I started when I was like 6-ish. My grandma sat me down with a stamped pillowcase and a super sharp needle. Like I remember just poking myself all the time. But she, my grandma didn't care. She was old school. She was like, "You'll be fine. You'll live through it." And it was terrible. I was like stitching with 6 strands of Cosmo floss and trying to follow the stamped lines, and they were awful. But it was so much fun because then she's next to me, like doing these beautiful embroidery pieces with this amazing. I imagine it was silk. It was just really rich. I wasn't allowed to touch it. But it made me feel like I was doing what she was doing, which is cool when you're 6.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't cool when I was in high school, so I didn't do it anymore.
So
but then when I got to college, what?
You stitched from 6 to high school?
Well,
You continued stitching?
I always stitched with my grandma. Like she was always knitting and crocheting, and she didn't teach me to knit or crochet. She would always just give me another pillowcase to stitch on. So I can't even imagine how many relatives have had stitched pillowcases as Christmas gifts from me, because she would just send them all out as Christmas gifts.
Oh, wow.
If anybody still has them, I would take one back because I think they're probably cool, but I'll bet you they're all at the Goodwill. But then
Maybe you rescue your own.
I will someday save my own stitches. That would be awesome. But then in college, I picked up a kit of like this beautiful butterfly lady, and I stitched her. And then I picked up a kit of a chart of Teresa Wentzler's Celestial Dragon, and I didn't open it up before. I just bought it. The cover was so beautiful, and then when I got it home, I opened it up, and there's like 2 pages of a floss list, and there's blends, and there's Kreinik, and I closed it and I put it away. And I had that thing for like 7 years before I was able to revisit it and be like, okay, I think I'm ready for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then basically since college, it's been nonstop. I've been stitching.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I think you're primarily an Ada stitcher, but do you have any preferences in fabric?
I don't. For me, it's the color of the fabric that matters most. So like if, like Gary's Lady of the Flag up there, if the color is perfect, that's the fabric I'm putting it on. I don't care if it's Ada or linen, or I've stitched on upholstery fabric, like because it had holes in it, and I was like, I wonder if I can stitch on this, and I could, so I did. But if the color is right and the size is right, then I'll stitch.
And believe it or not, that the fabric that Gary was stitching, when Gary was stitching, I heard people were like, "Really, that fabric color, that choice of color, really?"
Genius.
It's like, I see a vision.
That's right.
And then he saw it.
Yeah,
He had the vision.
You can't mix patriotic and Halloween. I said, "Why not?"
Excuse me, hold my coffee. Yeah, I beg to differ. You can mix Halloween and anything.
He will. He will. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's up all year.
Yep. Halloween 365.
Yep. Especially for Gary. Do you have any special chart themes?
Again, I'm such a heathen. Like, if I like a design, I'm gonna stitch it. I love a giant sampler. I've started like 3 or 4 hands across the sea samplers that I'll probably never finish, but I love them. I have 3 or 4 Hades started. I like cute stuff. I like a little bit of snarky stuff. I have to be careful because Rosie needs me to explain everything. So if I can't politely explain it to a 7-year-old, I probably shouldn't be stitching on it right now. But like everything, tiny modernist, cute stuff to prim stuff to Barbara Anna, I'll stitch anything she does. Again, if it's screaming at me, I'm gonna kit it up and start it.
Oh, really
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
So you have started a new venture.
Yes, tell us more.
I have, like a crazy person, right? Like, so it started because I was a rep for Love You More Studio Co. and they were going to put out an Alice in Wonderland box. And I said, this is crazy. Can I design an Alice in Wonderland chart and you guys put it in the box? Like, I'll give it to you for free if you just put it in the box because I think I have an idea. And so they put it in the box. And then I also, at the same time, became a patron of X Stitch magazine. And I got at the level that I patronize Jamie, I got a quarter of a page in the magazine. And I was like, I'm just going to design a chart and see if anybody stitches it. And that was my love chart, my very first one. And I feel like one person on Instagram stitched it out of the X Stitch magazine. And for me, that was like enough. I was like, oh, I'm a designer now. Let me go. So, and then luckily I have friends who are more established designers, right? Like Janine McGowan of the Blue Flower. She is absolutely my mentor in all of this. And she offered to share her room with me at Nashville Market. So it was basically like a no risk. I mean, the risk was the cost of the plane ticket basically, and then half the room, and it was very low risk and it went amazingly well.
Yeah.
So I just keep doing it and people keep stitching them, and I think we're all having fun.
Yeah.
It's
So
been exciting to see you kind of burst onto that scene and
I know.
happening.
It's been wild, hasn't it? It's been wild.
Yeah, it's
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
So I want to do a little housekeeping.
Wait. Are you a process or a product stitcher?
Oh, I've been hearing this. I've
Yeah.
been hearing this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, like all my answers, yes.
I like it.
I am just happy to be stitching, right? Every day that I can stitch and put needle and thread together, I'm happy. But when I get close to a finish, like when I can see it in sight, I absolutely switch over to product stitching. Like I will not put that down until I'm done with it. So when it comes to like a certain point done in the project, I switch from process to product.
Okay,
So
that's good.
the finishes feel good, right? Like
They do.
Gary,
Yeah.
the king of finishes.
Well,
It's true. It's just
Don't
own
say
it.
that, please.
It's true.
they have to live with me.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
You got to keep the head down.
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't.
All right, so a little housekeeping. We have to do a little catch up because I forgot last week. We had some questions from some of our other videos. Somebody wanted some ideas of some, and please, Michelle, help us out here. Had some ideas of what are some colors for orange fabric. I have a piece that I will show in a minute that's Tiger's Eye by Weeks Dye Works. We know, picture this plus prank.
It has prank, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let me wait. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. Hopefully I don't make anybody sick.
Ooh.
See that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One? So I cheated because I literally went on eBay and I typed in orange hand dyed Ada.
There you go.
and I came up with that. It's like orange with maroon striped stripe, So I feel like you could probably find some from the dyers. I'm sure Color and Cotton has a good orange because
They do. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, because Angela's brilliant. But I think, if you wanted to get, like, if you're just after an orange, I would say just jump on eBay and type in orange Ada or orange linen and see what happens.
Yeah.
Because I found some of my favorite fabrics like that.
And another good place is the Fabric Viewer.
Oh, yes.
Fabricviewer.com. And there's some charts in there. They've got all the mirabilias in there, but they have like multiple dyers. They got Be Stitch Me in there now. They got Under the Sea Fabrics. They've got Stand Out by Stephanie. They have a lot of, and they've got some of the European fabric dyers in there. So you kind of like, you can preview your piece on the fabric. It works really great for the mirabilias.
Yeah.
And some other people who design ladies.
There's a lot of pretty but another thing you could do is, like, if you're stitching a project with lots of blues in it, you could grab like a blue mirabilia and put that on a bunch of different fabrics and say, like, okay, these are my floss colors, not my pattern. How does it work on that fabric?
Nice.
So you could use it. Oh my gosh, but the fabric viewer, like, give yourself some time.
Yeah.
Because you go there and then like 3 hours later, you're like, I should probably take a break and have lunch. It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
It's like being at the eye doctor. Is it A? 1, 2.
Let me see A again.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a Libra, and my decision, it's always, how about this or this or this? Like, it takes me forever to decide on something, but when I do, I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
Committee based, right?
Committee. Voting helps. Yeah.
I didn't say committed. Got that look.
Oh, wait, don't spill your coffee, okay? Don't spill your coffee.
I won't spill my coffee, and I don't have anything to drop into it today, so we should be all right.
All right.
Well, that's okay. What was that, yesterday or day before yesterday? Gary and I were on Zoom, and I had this great big glass of water sitting, and it wasn't sitting near me, it was sitting away from me, but I was sorting a whole bunch of floss, and I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, that whole glass of water just came through me. So floss.
Yeah.
It was a mess. I had to go get the mop. I had to change.
Oh, no. That's
Not
a big
the
glass of
mop.
water.
Oh, I hate that. Oh.
You definitely know it's bad when the cat walked by the door, was going to go in, looked at the mess, and kept on going.
That's bad.
You're like, you know what? Let her clean.
Right. I'll be back later.
I'll be back when you have this handled.
Yeah.
Right. There's no more chaos to cause in that room.
Yes, exactly.
I'm moving on.
I mean, I was going to knock that water over.
And EJ, there were some questions about, I don't know, did we ask this last week? The pumpkin patterns that you have, you got those out of magazines, right? You don't have them as charts.
No, you know what? I don't know. I don't think they're charts, but yes, I got them off a magazine. The Halloween edition of Just Cross Stitch 2011, October-ish.
Okay.
And
That was good.
I know.
And that's the one that I got that was on the freebie table at StitchCon.
Yeah, you got number two from your one.
I think it was number 2.
Yeah, you got, because there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. One is the orange one, and the second one is like white and black pumpkins.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm stitching both. I'm gonna be stitching both.
Okay. Catching up a little bit, Trudy T found Smoky Mountain Christmas chart that Dina showed last week at patternsonline.com, and it's a PDF chart. It's for sale there. Patternsonline.com for those who are interested in that. And somebody asked, what's the name of your Hobby Lobby Sal pair?
Oh, it's called Pear by Verva. It's a Verva kit with just a pear. There's pear. There's the pineapple that's in my whip list. There's an apple that's black and white. I don't understand that, but you know.
And that's Vervaco. That's V as in victory, ER, V as in victory, ACO. We'll have
There
it.
you go. And they have a website. I know they have an IG, Instagram. I don't know. And I know they have a website too.
Okay. All righty. Okay, so thank you. Just wanted to get a little of that past due housekeeping done. And we want to thank all of our viewers for your comments and for enjoying the series that we've been doing. So Michelle, we asked if you could show us some finishes that were near and dear to you.
Yes. So the first one, and I sent you guys pictures, the first one I did not bring in here because it's big. It's that Celestial Dragon from Teresa Wentzler. And that thing, it took me like 2 years to stitch it because I was living in Hawaii at the time, so there's a lot more outside life in Hawaii than there is in Oregon. But so I stitched it, and then I let it sit for like 4 years because there are 1,800 beads on that thing. And I just didn't want to put the beads on it.
Yeah.
So like there's the dragon, and then there's like a netting in the background, and at the intersection of every piece of netting are 4 little tiny seed beads. So I got it out 3 years ago, and it took me like 3 days to beat it.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know why I waited years and years, and then it took me like 3 days to put the beads on.
I think it's a mental thing.
It was totally a mental thing.
Yeah, like your level of comfort versus, do I even want to finish this? Versus, so yeah.
I even had the whole like, is it okay like this? Like, can I get away with not doing it? But it's so much better with it. Mm-hmm. And then I just got it framed at Michael's, so they did great. And then my other one, I sent a picture of this too.
Yeah.
This is Michael Powell, Cappella di Fiori. And it's Chapel of Flowers. Like I had to have somebody translate it for me because that's how not other languages I speak. But it's done on this Barbaral Creations fabric. And I'll bet you she has a good orange. She has an Etsy. It's like Barbara and then with an L on the end of her name, Barbaral. Right. And this one's called Rainbow. It's a 32 count linen. And I had it framed at Keepsakes like right before they stopped framing things. I sent it up to him, and I didn't tell him. I was like, if you just frame it how you think it would be best, like send me the bill.
Yeah.
And it was spendy, but like, yeah, it's worth it. Mm-hmm. So I just love the back stitching was a bear.
Oh,
can you imagine?
But
I remember the before. Like, didn't you post a picture?
Yeah.
Before back stitch and then after back stitch.
The before back stitch is like a Rorschach test. Like, what do you think is here? Mm-hmm. And this green outside of the sunburst, that's not supposed to be green. I fully stitched that in the wrong color.
It looks perfect.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't mind it. And then the other one that I sent you guys a picture of is this one. This is Blackbird Designs Quaker Garden.
Wow, that's big.
It's the same size as my head, right? Like most people just frame it, and so this is like a super unicorn or something like that. It's really hard to find. I hope they'll re-release it because it was a fun stitch. I found this chart plus the called for linen, which is 30 count old mail Java, plus some of the flosses at the thrift store for $5.
Oh my goodness.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And now I loan out the chart because I feel like that was a steal, and I don't like stealing things. So, but I changed some of the colors because the fabric needed it. I changed my initials, the M and the G.
Okay. Yeah.
But, yeah.
I've been trying to get Jerry to stitch my initials on his patterns, but it hasn't worked yet.
No.
I'm trying.
Keep going.
Thank you. I will.
I like it when you got to find, what you do is you find like a group of people that all have the same initials. So like myself, and then there's another Michelle G, and then actually there's 2 other Michelle G's, and then McKenna Glowacki. We all have the same. So like, it's all like co-finishes. We all take credit for each other's. Oh, okay. That has my name on her. All of McKenna's finishes have my name on them. So I'll take credit for that.
Too. Yeah.
Okay. So those are probably my 3 favorites right now.
Nice.
Because it changes.
Yeah, of course.
I love them, and they are so expressive in different ways.
And I think that goes back to the like, what's my style of cross stitch? I don't know. Quaker, Michael Powell, Teresa Wentzler.
It's whatever day it is, right?
Yeah. Every day, a safe bet is Halloween. But other than that, it could be anything.
Very cool. Do you have any recent finishes?
I do, because I knew I was going to be on here with Gary. I knew I had to finish something. So
You have this bad reputation, Gary.
Dude, seriously, as soon as you guys sent me the email, I was like, what can I finish? I have to finish something. So I finished my oldest whip, which is 2017 Tiny Modernist Christmas sale.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is.
Yes.
Thank you.
Love that.
I'm so proud of it.
Is
And
that
the fox's legs are too short, so she's called Shorty the Fox. I don't know how or why, but her legs are too short. And then it's mostly the called for DMC, but I used Gentle Arts for the red because I like the little bit of variegation. And it's on 16 count Evening Magic Ada from the Crafty Kitten in the UK.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm so excited. So now I just have to, I think maybe a white frame for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that the peppermints on the side.
I know. How brilliant.
Yes.
How brilliant is the border? The border is so brilliant.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you what got me about this pattern at the very first go was the smoke coming out of that chimney.
Oh yeah.
And the swirls of the smoke replicates around the border. Beautiful.
I love it. And I gotta tell you, like, now as a designer, swirls are hard to design.
Really?
They are so hard. I don't know what it is. It's like to make them look smooth and fit in the space you want them to fit. It's hard to do. So Cheryl knocked it out of the park, as usual.
Good stuff.
But yeah, that's my finish.
Yay!
What about you guys? Who has a finish?
I don't have any finishes.
Gary?
Gary?
Oh, Gary?
I don't have any finishes.
Ooh.
I have a stack of stuff here.
Oh gosh. No, we're talking about finishes, sir.
EJ, do you have a finish?
No.
Oh, you guys.
Thanks for saving us, Michelle.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
No finishes.
We have whips, though.
We have whips.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, EJ, show us your whips.
Oh my gosh. So guys, this is the finished product.
Finish.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Promise to finish.
Yeah, you were so close.
Didn't I? So close. This is the project. This is By the Bay, Unconditional Love. I told you guys. It's the damn leaf. That damn leaf.
That's a big leaf. That's a big leaf.
This
You got a
leaf.
good magic marker and just colored it in.
Oh my gosh.
After all that work.
I would.
Today, though, yeah? You'll finish that today.
Yeah. Today.
Or tomorrow. This weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day before July, right?
Yeah.
There's lots of time before July.
I am in love with this brown for the you see the dark and the lighter bits.
Yeah,
this
great.
is Audubon medley from Victoria Model Sample Shop.
I love that flower.
Yes. It's a good dirt. It's a good dirt.
It's a good dirt.
And me, this is
a good tree too if you stitch it vertical.
That would be a great tree.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's right. Now this is my how I play tricks instead of, because this is a lot of stitching. What I do is I section a corner off and then I stitch that, and that's okay. I did this goal, and then I section another corner and then fill that in. All right, that's how I'm taking this.
That's great. That's a good trick.
That's a huge leaf.
That's a big leaf.
You can do it, EJ.
Do it.
You've got this.
Do it.
But it's so, oh my God, I absolutely love it.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous. You've done such a great job.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it.
I just dropped something. So, my earring. Sorry. That's my earring. Okay, so that's my only whip.
Okay. Alrighty. Gary, your whip.
Okay, my whip was World Holiday that I'm stitching with Caroline Zook. And
there we go.
yeah, let me get that.
Wow.
I'm getting close to having. This is the second half of the page. So I kind of see a knee and a little bit of the red on there.
Oh my God, do you see the oh my goodness, the
Yeah,
folds?
her shading is amazing.
Yeah, I was just
And that's what I'm talking about with the fabric. That is
Yes.
amazing.
Oh, the fabrics, yeah. I like
The
that.
fabric is
This
fantastic.
is Anubis from Under the Sea Fabrics.
Oh, she's so good.
So that's my only whip. I think the rest is all new starts.
really?
New
Those
start-
are all new
new
starts?
starts. Yeah, told you that's why I have no finishes.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. Listen
I can't wait to see him just from what Shelia's face looked like when she was like,
I know. It's like start-itis over here. Well, I have whips. I picked up and worked on for a little bit on Sunday, I think. Time Enough.
Yes.
It's a Kathy Barrett piece. It's on Tiger's Eye. This is what I was talking about before. Tiger's Eye by Weeks Dye Works. And it is a 35 count. And I'm using the called for DMC, except for the word time, which is in a different blue because I picked up the wrong color, which isn't even called for in this piece.
it looks
What?
like it's supposed
It's even called for? Where did you get it then? You just
It was like right here. Oh, I'll use this.
right, this strand must be.
Something.
It was a strand on my craft table, and I just thought it was a strand from this piece that I had just laid there, and didn't realize it till I was pretty much done with the word. But now I'm going to also stitch. I think it's wisely. I'm going to stitch the word wisely in the same color.
you
That's a
remember the
good idea.
color?
No,
She still has the piece.
I have the piece though.
Is it a big piece? Like, I just got nervous for you.
Nice long piece. There should-
Okay.
And I think there was actually 2 strands, so
Okay.
you have enough for time as well.
I just love this. I love this.
You just
I
roll with
love
it,
this.
right? The theme of it
Yes.
is just
There's,
roll with it.
there's no ripping out in Shelia's world.
No.
Who has time to go backwards? Only forwards, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Make it your own.
Only
Get your own.
like, well, so this is my other whip for the week. This is Lady Catherine's Garden. This was a class piece. Jean Farish is the designer. I was supposed to be at a stitching retreat early June, first weekend in June. That was, of course, canceled. So this is part of a 4-part series. This is part 3. The hallmark of this series is the 9 specialty white work specialty stitches, and each of the pieces have different stitches. And I will tell you, I have been heavily challenged.
Wait, so,
I was going to ask that.
was Gary just drinking?
No, we were looking at the piece. What are you talking about?
No, okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
We'll catch that on replay, EJ.
I'm editing.
It's all the power.
Hey. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry, Shelia.
no, that's all right. I was just going to say that because what Jean did for this particular one, I mentioned this last week. She created videos that for each stitch, there's a video for each stitch where she painstakingly walks you through how to do it. And I'll say, sitting at home in my stitchy spot with nobody talking. The last class I was in for this, some woman got up and started walking around whistling. And I thought, I am so glad I am a nonviolent person because I'm going to let her down. Because you're trying to, you're focused, you're concentrated. You know what I'm saying? You're struggling, you're working so hard, and then she gets up and starts walking around and whistling. Let's just say, I hope I never see her again in another week.
Oh. Dang.
Okay, so how do you really?
Whistling while she works.
Right. Don't tone it down for us.
Service has been given. That's all I can say.
Notice.
Notice has
Do not ever whistle around Shelia.
Well, not when you're trying to figure out how to do something, as complicated as.
So basically, the videos that she's done because of COVID-19 has helped you actually learn what you paid to learn the first time.
Not only did I learn them, but this is the first one that I feel I successfully executed.
Okay.
Yes, there are a couple that do have some counting issues, but they came out right. In the end, it's like I lost my way somewhere along, but got it back
on track.
Oh, that's right.
So do you think, Shelia, because obviously, like, you've done a couple of those, right?
Yes.
You learned the stitches. Do you think it would help? Like, would you be more likely to sign up for a seminar or a class or like a weekend like that in the future if you knew there were also videos attached to it? Like, what if you could go?
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like we can learn things from the pandemic, right? And I think that's one of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Moving forward, like you said, forward, it can't just be only face to face now.
Right.
Now we have this other avenue, and why not use this other avenue?
Yes.
Well, and what a great reference.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was tremendous. It made it, I feel so good about this piece, so much better than the other two, because I know I have blatant errors in them that I couldn't figure it out. I just couldn't. But so the videos are excellent. Yeah. So that's.
Well, you make sure you leave a nice comment, like, look, in the future.
Yeah.
You should.
And that's stunning. That's a stunning piece.
Yes, I've been leaving comments on each video.
Yeah.
And created a Facebook group just for this piece. I posted a picture and left some comments there as well.
Nice.
Yes, it just made all the difference in the world.
Well, and kind of related to that, I was watching Hands On Design's latest video, and she puts on some of her patterns, she puts a link to her finishing, how she finished it, which is nice to be able to reference.
Yes.
To go back to, because you look, how did you do that? And then she walks you through it.
Exactly.
So
right. And her finishes are so cute.
Oh,
They're so cute.
And I think they're simple too. They're done in a way so that the person at home who doesn't necessarily have sewing skills or can do it.
Yeah, she makes it really accessible and like approachable.
Yes.
Which is nice.
Yes, very much so. Okay, so that was whips starts.
Wait, Michelle.
I have a whip.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm working on, so I finished my oldest whip, so I pulled out, this is now my second oldest whip, because my other one is too big to travel to work. So this is the Master and the Macabre from the Cricket collection. And this is on Ada again. This is a 16 count, it's called Enchanted Glen. It's from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. And the etoile never works on camera, but the whole moon is done in etoile.
Whoa.
I see it.
The moon is going to take a whole skein of DMC etoile.
Okay, but it's great.
But
I like it.
It's going to be worth it, right?
Yeah.
So that's really weird, because when you look at the white etoile, it looks like a muddy gray.
Yeah.
But when it's stitched, it turns white.
It did. It turned, and I was surprised because I almost didn't do it because it is so gray in the skein.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's really coming, because like this is like a white down here, and I think it's okay. I mean, I was gonna be happy with it.
Moons are grayish,
I was gonna be happy with a gray moon anay.
Yeah, this, because I'm all about the moon, and
and also, who's gonna pick out that? That's a lot of. Put that one line in at the bottom, and I was committed.
Yeah,
it was happening. But so this is done in exactly none of the called flosses, because it's charted all in some like really fancy silk that I don't have, it's charted mostly in DMC, but then some silken colors, and I don't have any of those. So I just basically pulled out overdyed flosses that I thought looked similar.
Okay.
And so it's some overdyed and some DMC. And
is that roof Victoria Model Sampler Shop?
It is. It is. I had to write down, I think it's Old Salem Spell.
Yep.
And then on the inside of the roof, that super variegated, is a Threadworks. That's like green to purple to yellow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the green on the house base, is that the DMC? That looks like. It is.
There are a lot of colors in this.
Yeah.
So the green in the house, we have time, right?
Yes.
The green in the house, the called for is DMC 730. And I used color and cotton dried sage.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So.
I have that one.
And then this over here, I used, I think, a Threadworks or something. Super variegated. I don't know. But it looks great. I mean, it looks great in DMC too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks
Wait a
almost,
minute. So the weathered look on the roof was not called for? You just added that?
Yeah, the weathered look on the roof. The roof is just called for in 844. DMC
Yeah.
844.
Solid.
Yeah, so mine is, yep. So mine is coloring, oh, it's Inkwell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just kidding. So the roof is actually in two, I don't know what I'm talking about. The roof is in two colors. So this all is Inkwell, the big roof, and then the little roof is
Okay,
Old
got it.
Salem Spell.
Got it. But I love how you did the variegated, the heavily variegated to make it look more weathered.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, I tried to, and this is one time we're like going back and forth. No
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah.
Although I don't mind, like, whatever. I'll make a stripy tree or a stripy butterfly or a stripy flower. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I love it. I'm happy.
Good job. Are you almost done? A little bit?
Totally. So the moon, I've been stitching this moon for like days. But then I think I'm close to done, but I have like the rest of the house,
Yeah.
the Inkwell, and the Raven.
Oh, that's great.
So I'll totally finish it this weekend.
Yeah. You have no problem.
I'm practically there.
That whole house and my leaf will be done.
See? We're fine.
Yeah.
No pressure, but I do have that pattern.
Oh my gosh. Have you started it?
No.
Is it a whip? Okay,
No.
so please don't start it and finish it before I finish mine. I promise, Gary, I will work on this until it's done if you just don't race me.
Okay.
I can't handle that kind of pressure. Okay, that's it.
I like seeing that moon and knowing now that that's a toile white because I've had that same kind of reaction to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and we've talked about
Yeah.
it.
But I think it's like I said, silver. It's got silver in there. It makes it look
I
gray.
think you're right. When it's all bound up together, it looks more gray. But it definitely came out more white than I thought, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
really.
have to use it now.
Now, me
Hey, I love Etoile. It's nice to stitch with.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Okay, so that was whips. That was whips. Okay.
That was
Yeah, that was whips.
Okay. So,
Check.
so Michelle, I'm starting with you this time.
Okay.
Do you have
So
any tricks this week?
I do. I have one start. It was for the Juneteenth Sal.
Mhm.
And I started, I'll hold it way back, but it's
Yes.
the Breonna Taylor chart that Abby Topknot did, and all the proceeds are going to three different.
She's going to show the stitch. There should be.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there's no stitched, but all the proceeds go to Justice for Breonna Taylor, Louisville Community Bail Fund, and the Conscious Kids Anti-Racist Children's Books Education Fund.
Very good.
So
Okay.
if you just go to Top Knot Stitcher, it's on her front page.
Mhm.
So I didn't stitch much yesterday. I was really busy at work, but this is on a piece of 36 count Lakeside linen. And I think it's vintage wood smoke, but I just got a pack of like 12 9x9 pieces.
Okay.
And it just says name so
Mhm.
far. Oh, there we go. And I'm stitching it in a Moe's Sale. This is called Plum's Journey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And I just thought that would be really pretty.
Nice.
And then my top knot cat needle minder.
Jam. Is that jam?
It's not jam. This is the first, when Abby Topknot and I first met at StitchCon 2018, she was giving out free needle minders, and that was mine from her. So it's my top knot needle minder.
From her.
Yeah, see, it's a top knot cat.
It's from her.
It's yeah. She out the cats. So that was my start yesterday.
Oh, very cool. Okay. EJ, did you have a start yesterday?
Yes, a group of us, including Michelle, we started this movement,
Mhm.
to get more representation in our cross-stitch community.
Yes.
So we have Representation Matters SAL and Diversity and Inclusion SAL.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was, it was Alicia,
Mm-hmm.
Michelle, Diana, It Is Kids and It Stitches, Jessie Marie Does Stuff, and Melanie, Soulful Stitcher.
Mm-hmm.
So got into a group like, oh, why don't we start this when? Let's do it Juneteenth. So that's how it all started. and a lot of people are open and willing and loving it
And
so
excited. Really excited.
Yeah. So and designers are saying, you know what? Let me look at my list of works. I need more representation in my list of work. So they're starting to. Oh my god! I'm just getting chills.
Oh, very good.
That'll be great. I'm looking forward to seeing the new releases or new updates.
Yeah.
Yes. Brittany from Ingleside Imaginarium. Oh my gosh.
She killed it.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful lady. She made a beautiful lady with. Oh. So yeah. So and she's coming out with the series. I think she said. But
she maybe.
Spoilers.
Yeah. So Brittany took Brittany's friend Ebony is a fashion designer. And so Brittany got with Ebony and she said, "Can I use one of your sketches and turn it into a cross stitch?" So that's Ebony's sketch.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Which I'm like, holy cow. Right? Like, first of all, how do you draw that? And second of all, how are you going to turn that into a cross stitch?
But she's doing it.
But Brittany's a genius.
Yeah.
So she turned it into a cross stitch.
Wow.
And that's half of the dress. She's gonna do the full thing. And she's like, she didn't want to wait to release it, but she had to, So I'm excited. I absolutely love it.
Yep.
I love it.
Excellent.
So for this start, where is it? It's right here. I'm doing Mira, Lady Justice.
Okay.
With a skin conversion. She's going to be nice and chocolatey. She's going to be a 434, 433. Yeah, here it is. She's going to be 434, 433. And her outline is going to be 801.
Okay.
Do you know how long it took me?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
A while, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you seen, so there's a British cross-stitch blogger, embroidery blogger. His name is Lord Libidan.
Yes.
And he has like full-on skin conversions for many, many races and ethnicities.
Yes.
Both in Anchor and DMC.
Yes.
So and hair conversions.
And hair conversions. So I always cheat and I just look at his.
Yeah.
And that's why research is so important. He was a starting point, a jump off point.
Yeah.
And then I remember, my good friend Letitia, the crafty curator, she did at the Met to make it look like Josephine Baker, Dorothy Dandridge.
That was beautiful. And
that was a nice rich brown I was looking for.
Yeah.
So I did a little research, because I know she's moving. Right. So I couldn't call her and say, "Hey, girl, hey."
Right, she's busy.
I did research and I went back to where she talked about her skin conversion and she gave it. And then from there, then I changed some stuff.
Right, make it yours.
Yeah, so it wasn't exactly hers, but I moved it down the color line. So
love it.
Okay.
Very good.
I'm so excited. Oh wait, I didn't show you my start.
I'm like, show us the thing. What's the fabric?
Oh wait, I'm putting it on this, guys. Do you not see how perfect this goes?
Oh, look at that. Oh my
God.
Awesome. I just noticed that.
Wow.
Perfect,
That's
right?
perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. So here she is. That's it.
So where did you start? In the middle?
I started in the middle, and it's a swirl in the sash.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Wow.
It's a swirl in the sash. So, but yes. And, okay, let me also give you a little, So I started stitching on this, and I'm like, this is my X's aren't laying right. My stitches aren't laying right. I'm like, does it have to be 1/1? And then, I'm like, let me just change my needle. And after I changed my needle, it worked very well. So,
did you go?
If it
did you do a bigger needle or a smaller needle?
I did a bigger needle.
Mm-hmm.
What size?
Open up the holes in the linen.
Size?
Whatever.
Okay.
I don't like whatever felt bigger than what I had previously. That's because it's all there, just hanging out. Yeah.
It's just a bucket of needles at this point. Like, who knows what size they are, right? EJ and I are the same person.
Goldilocks feel, right?
Yeah, whatever felt bigger. And then now I feel like I have to unstitch this part right here and restitch it because I need to do Lady Justice justice.
Okay, good.
Or you could leave it in and call it a metaphor for the imperfect justice.
There you go.
Ooh.
I mean, because I'm just like, how do you not unstitch that?
Yeah.
What's the excuse? Yes.
Yeah.
See, Shelia knows.
You know what? You sold me.
We can still do it right.
It's gonna be right from now on. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
We're fixing it.
Right.
And that's my start.
All right. So my new start. So after the conversation around the Juneteenth starts, I had a chart picked out, and I was going to change the skin tone. But then I thought, wait a minute, I have a collection of African American themed charts. I must have 10 charts. And I thought, let's go look and see what you have. I looked through it, and then I thought, wait a minute, you have this one chart that's been sitting in your semi-kitted, which means I hadn't pulled a floss, but I had matched fabric to the chart, in a project bag sitting on my shelf, on that big shelf where I kind of stare at periodically, saying, oh, I want to do that one, I want to do that one, I want to do that
It's like picking out a good book.
That's right.
That's right.
So I pulled out Clementine Hunter. It's pronounced Clementine Hunter. She was born and lived in Louisiana. She worked as a field worker for much of her younger life, like from a child up into her 20s or 30s. She worked as a field worker on a couple of plantations in Louisiana. One of the plantations became an artist collective. She would take the old oil tubes or watercolor, leftover watercolor thingies, and draw. The owner of the plantation, who was the kind of coordinator for the artist collective, started to notice what she was doing and began to urge her to paint. And that just put her on a career. In the packet was her story. And then I subsequently looked her up online. Wikipedia has an excellent autobiography, including the story of how these two people ripped off her drawings and started to sell them through a gallery. And the owner of the artist collaborative and a couple of other people got wind of it, tracked them down, had them arrested, the whole 9 yards. She lived to over 100.
Wow.
Wow.
Up until she was 100 years old. There are like over 200 of her paintings out there in the world. And I have 2 other of her charts. And when I started reading about her, and I was like, oh my God, I had no idea. Just amazing. So I started Wash Day, and it's 200 stitches across and 150 down, and I'm about 3/4 of the way across. I have to come back. I do the full cross every 10 seconds to kind of mark my progress there. So I made a start. A lot of her work, her paintings were converted to needlepoint, and then but are suitable for cross stitch. This is a 36 count taupe. I don't know by whom. I think I bought it from Shakespeare's Peddler, but taupe.
It looks really nice and grungy. Like
Yes.
That is perfect.
And on the picture, you have all of this open kind of area here. So that's why that color.
That's what I was going to ask. Is that full coverage, or did you choose a fabric? But you were smart. You chose a fabric that was that color.
It to be stitched.
Yes,
Yeah.
this full coverage. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
But I'm
Genius.
cheating.
Genius change.
What?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Are you gonna stitch this? I know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's where she started, right? That's
Stitching this on. But all of this in here, I'm going to leave with the model look, and it should be like in here. You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really nice.
which I think will be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you placed that beautifully, I think, for the fabric to really help it
Copyright
shine.
1999. And I probably have had it in my stash.
Yeah.
Well,
So I really, once I made that decision to start this one, and once I researched her, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I can't, this is such a perfect
Yeah.
Absolutely.
start for me. Yeah, it was very meaningful. All right, so now let's get to the marathon start.
Wait. Oh, the marathon. Oh, the starter.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Gary.
Yes.
yeah. So last Saturday, Deb and I
Take a drink, guys. Have a seat. Take a
this
drink.
one,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
dance.
That's a good one.
And
Has
so,
lots of words.
so
And it's like 97% done. Oh,
no, it's not that much. It's only one day.
You hear him, right? Oh, that's just one day of stitching. Yeah, no problem.
those letters are fantastic. That's
Yeah.
a great alphabet.
Well, they are great, but you've got to start and stop every letter because they're too far apart.
Well, they're too far apart for Gary to carry.
I was going to say you're a better person than I am because I would carry that thread in a heartbeat.
Bad boys would have been carried.
Yep. All one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Sunday on my Zoom, on the Garron Zoom, a lot of us are doing this style. It's Garron firework lane style. And this is stitched on Icon
That's
32.
pretty.
And
That's
it,
pretty.
Who did Icon?
yeah, it's looking more aqua in the camera than it is. It's actually a nice blue.
I like that color, but who's the fabric dyer?
Oh, it's right up under that little ashtray right there, little tray, little dish. I got it in, it says Colorscapes.
Oh, wait, isn't that Pictures Express?
No, it says Colorscapes. The color is Icon. And I
Is
got
that
it.
an
Not
Australian?
That's what they wrote.
It may be a local dyer.
Yeah,
This beautiful fabric.
That's nice.
because the houses are red, blue, white. I changed it. I put the white house in the middle.
Yeah, I like that.
The blue house. So it's been fun trying to figure out how to do it because the White House had white house with white trim, and first I had gray trim. I had to rip it out.
Uh-huh.
I put blue trim, so I think I like the blue trim.
Mm-hmm.
The blue trim is nice.
It is
The
nice.
gray would have been great too.
Mm-hmm.
I
Before
love a
ripping it
red
out.
door.
This is
I
great.
love a red door. As soon as I get my house, I'm gonna paint it red.
Red door.
My
Yeah.
door's gonna be red.
Then I did some car stitching this week on a berry. This little guy right here,
Those are so cute.
but no finish. I mean, it's just because he's got like a buffalo check.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that beard. Is that his beard?
Yeah, the beard was charted with DMC white.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using a Gentle Arts wool.
Oh.
Nice. So it has some texture to it.
Some
Also,
texture, but it's not as bad as what's Whisper.
fluffy stuff. Whisper. Yeah.
Really nice.
Very nice.
Whispers.
And then, so you want to see my Juneteenth project that's in this bag?
Nice.
Got the declaration. So. Irish
It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
the hair and the skin.
Oh my gosh, she's beautiful.
Was she not meant to be stitched like that?
Yeah.
I feel like she was meant to be stitched like that.
Wow.
And I'm going to change the beads. There's beads in her hair from gold to silver because I think
Oh,
she's
yeah.
more,
Yeah.
the black hair, she's more pretty.
Look at that. That is just gorgeous.
Wow. Also, Gary, I got to give you props for that reveal. That was masterfully done.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
I
You
did
better grab that screenshot of
So
everybody's
good.
faces when you did that.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. That is gorgeous. That is totally beautiful. And and I don't know if you can see
Oh.
her red lip.
oh
right
yeah, I
there.
added some lips. She didn't have any lips.
Oh, yeah.
815.
Just
I added
right there.
815 to her lip.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
looks good.
Great.
Dang, Gary!
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
One over one.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's
This
beautiful.
is that color you brought over will actually fill in those little spots.
Oh, okay.
There's like
all
six.
right.
There was like 6 X's of that
Oh my goodness.
705. It's like,
I know, right?
I love the fabric. It's everything. Yeah, I love it.
there were no finishes, but I was a little busy.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any excuses, Gary. I'm disappointed.
He scored on the starts, that's for sure. I got it.
You know what I'm putting on my resume now is I had a finish and Gary didn't. Bullet point right there.
Right. That's right.
You need a chart designed with a guy in the green shirt.
You have that design. Hello.
I know, but I wanted to take over the world.
I can make that happen.
Oh my God. So maybe
I take requests.
He's running and stitching.
Well, running.
No, I don't run. Drive and stitch. Because we were zooming while I was stitching on the Santa.
Yeah. Okay. Haul. Michelle, do you have any haul?
I have one. I got I buy these kits from Nitka Moscow. She partnered with Barbara Anna Designs to do some exclusives. Barbara Anna was getting really fed up because her designs were being pirated quite a bit. Like, you can find her stuff all over Pinterest and it's terrible. So she partnered with Nitka Moscow. Instead of quitting, she said, I'm going to do these, but they're going to be exclusives and they're only going to be kits. And it's kind of her to see, but this is Miss Coffee.
Oh.
Oh, I like that.
So, and the kit, I haven't started it, but they package the stuff so beautifully because, like, the DMC comes all braided and comes with a giant piece of, this is linen, this is half of it. And then the charts are interesting because the instructions are all in Russian. I don't know how to stitch.
But you read cross stitch, right?
I read cross stitch. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But then the charts are this big.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
So, but then they come in these cool tubes. So I get the chart and Rosie gets to store stuff in a tube. So it's a win-win. But that, I could make a giant drum. I'm keeping this one. But there's donuts on it. So, I'm here for the donuts.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then that purple background, that's all stitched.
Whoa.
But but there's so much, you're stitching around
You're just
so
you're
much.
filling it in.
So that'll make it interesting.
And because I'm nice and lazy,
You got a
I might do 4 strands over 2. Like, I would do 2 over 2 full cross on this. I might do 4 over 2 half stitch for the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a series. That Barbara Ann. What is it?
Barbara Anna Designs.
Mhm.
So there's
It's a series.
this is Miss Coffee, there's Miss Teapot, and there's Miss Scissors.
I think Kellyanne. She
Yeah.
did. She's a Flosstuber as well.
Yep.
She did Miss Scissors.
Yeah, she did. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
I have all of them. I've started none of them. I just keep piling them up and buying them whenever they come out.
At least you have how many drums now? 4, 3.
I do. Rosie has 2 and I have 1 now.
Yeah.
Because I'll keep this one. But that's all my haul.
Nice. I love it.
Very nice. Well, and I want to also make sure to mention, in case people don't know, that you will take charts and stuff from your stash. People send you stuff, and you do amazing auctions for charity, for donations, and you've raised a ton of money for charities over the years. And
Yeah, it started a couple years ago. I did Alzheimer's. I was a hospice nurse for 10 years, so Alzheimer's. I haven't thankfully lost anyone to Alzheimer's personally, but I've held hands of people and held space for people who have, and it's a thief of a disease.
Mm-hmm.
So my first auction was, I was raising money for my Alzheimer's walk, my local Alzheimer's walk, and we did like 10 grand that year for Alzheimer's, and it was insane. And it was all through, I did live sales on Instagram and I did auctions. So I kept doing auctions because people contact me and they're like, hey, infant loss is dear to my heart. Would you do a fundraiser for it? I'm not going to say no to that.
Right.
Like, of course. So people contact me, and I have charities lined up through the end of the year now. Of people have, we're going to do NAMI, which is, I think it's North American Mental Health Initiative or something. It's a mental health, NAMI. There's just a bunch. There's so many. And I added it up at the beginning of this year in January. As of January this year, I had raised, and the stitching community, really, we had raised over $21,000 for charity. Just through buying and selling stitchy stuff. It's crazy. But it's one of my favorite things. So thank you, Shelia, for mentioning that.
No problem, no problem.
Yeah, and Ronnie and I was watching your video last week, and whenever you pulled out that watermelon bag, we're like, wow, that's a long time ago. That thing was still in the plastic. Oh my God, donated it. Oh my God, it's gonna.
I have 6 or 7 Garon totem bag sets that someone sent me as auction donations, and I'm pairing them up with charts, and they are going like hot. Like the bidding on that was hot.
Well, when the bags are posted today at 2, they go within.
I know.
Nice. I love it.
When I opened that box of Garon totem bags, I was like, what? It's hard not to keep one. It's always hard not to keep stuff. That's the hard part.
Yes. EJ, do you have? Oh,
Ronnie! Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Oh my goodness! You look good.
Thank you for being such a beautiful sewist and creating the things. And I'm embarrassed now. I'm all like fangirling.
Have to be appreciate your work.
Thank you.
EJ, do you
You
have?
blew me a kiss. I'm sorry. Okay.
Eyeglasses you
All
fall.
the
For
stickers.
real. They're a little bit fogged at the bottom. Okay. I'll come down.
So while Michelle recovers, EJ, do you have a call?
Yes, I got Threads Entwined was having a little sale, and proceeds went to Black Lives Matter and
The Equal Justice Initiative.
Yeah. So I'm like, yes. And plus I needed some stuff for Lady Justice. So I got
Oh, okay.
e-pack.
Yeah.
I got, oh my God, and they were beautifully like packaged and stuff. Like I really didn't want to like open it. Like I was trying to not mess up the paper. But I got the bead pack for Lady Justice.
Okay.
I got what is this called? The Krynick. It's in here.
Right? Okay. For the
The
sword.
2 Krynick for Lady Justice. Of course, I couldn't resist Princess Ileana.
Oh, look at that. Yeah,
She's amazing.
Yes. And the bead pack.
Oh!
You know you need a half a yard of fabric for her, right?
Oh, do I?
And there's like 92 DMC colors.
63.
63? Okay.
Yes.
Practically 92.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, so close to 92.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's gonna go in the to be stitched
Someday.
pile. But at least, you know, I have the stuff.
Yeah, I don't have her.
Amazing.
And that's my haul.
All
Yep.
right. Gary, your haul?
Yes, I got haul. I got my order from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. I got another big piece of kaleidoscope.
That's pretty.
I'm putting
Oh,
my
that's so nice.
on kaleidoscope.
What is that, linen or Lugana?
Linen, 32 count.
Nice.
I mean, putting all my Quick Club pieces on kaleidoscope, and Twix and Tween is the other one.
Club pieces? Oh.
Yeah, Quick Club.
Yeah.
I did
The Cryptic Club.
Night on this one. And
You
I
did what?
The cats on this one.
Twixt and tween.
So why does the cat's fabric look darker than that one, the piece that you have? Is it the thread that you put on it?
It could be that the silk colors may be pulling out the color of the fabric.
The darker, yeah.
In the camera, to me, they look the same.
Yeah, I think the camera's pretty true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just the rich color of the silks that's pulling it out.
Yeah.
All right, so say the fabric colors again, because they're beautiful.
Kaleidoscope from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. And Twix and Tween.
That one's awesome.
And because it's just enough dark colors, but it doesn't overpower any piece you want to stitch.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it's begging for something Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, you could stitch.
Is it?
Is
Raven,
it everything?
you could stitch Raven Queen on this.
Wait, how about
No. You need a purple.
No.
I need a purple?
And while we were filming, the mail came in. I got my picture of this plus of the month, and it's called Mesa, but it's kind of an orange.
Oh yeah, Mesa's
Oh.
nice.
Nice.
Mhm.
Like a creamsicle.
Yeah, I like the modeling on that.
Yeah.
Is it a new one?
Mm-mm.
No, this is my fabric of the month.
But I thought it was a new color.
No, that's been around for a long time.
Oh wow.
A lot of people use it, but
Yeah.
it's really nice. And then I got some Stitchy Kindness. I got a Fairy Moon.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Help me!
That's so
That-
cute.
Does that go with the Cryptic Club?
No, it's not part of the Crypt Club.
Crypt. My bad, not
I
Cryptic.
love the witch
Yes.
with like the tree hair.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Hey, that was my hair this morning.
Candy corn, and they got little legs in their face,
Oh, look at
so they're
that.
gonna walk right into your dish.
I finished a bag of candy corn this week. I had a bag left over from Halloween.
Okay.
That is,
Reserves.
That was my reserve.
you know that meme with the green face, and it's like that person was thinking about candy.
Candy corn. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Gary's in trouble. Okay,
Uh-oh.
my haul.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Stay away. Oh,
That's in July is what I saw.
yeah.
that's so dangerous.
It is. I got my Silks for You color,
Oh my
monthly
God,
color.
those are pretty.
Isn't that
Oh
gorgeous?
man, those are nice.
It looks
Yeah.
like cotton candy.
It looks. I want to have a snack.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, you could do that with the long dog, with the one that just came out.
That's too pastel.
Pandemic.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
That's such a contrast.
Yes.
Would you do?
I love it because she puts, I'm in the color way club. So she'll put colors together.
Oh, so she curates it,
Yeah.
the
Curate-
set for you guys. Oh, and how?
Actually, these
Yes.
colors.
Yes.
Because those don't look like how. That's a lot of floss.
It's 16.
Okay.
Silk.
Yeah, that looks robust.
Yeah.
Does. Yes.
It looks healthy.
Yes. I've been in this
There you go.
year.
That's some healthy silk right there.
I got beautiful, beautiful silks
Okay.
from her. So after we had Married with Stitches, and I was looking at their fabric,
Mhm.
I bought some of their fabric. So this is eccentric sky, and all of this is 36 count linen.
Oh,
This is eccentric sky. Look at that.
now that would be nice for
Isn't that
the
beautiful?
firework lane style.
Look at-
Yeah, it would. That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
And this one I really, yes. This,
I might have to pack her up when she leaves today.
Let me help you,
I
Sheila.
say, but you packed it. Oh, that's so good.
Wow.
warmth. Isn't that magnificent?
It's like lemon drop.
Yeah.
It is.
Would it go with her?
No, I don't think so. I see too much yellow and around the side.
'Cause I was gonna go shopping at Shelia's closet.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Where's your half yard section?
Yeah. And they had this. I really like tools, stitching tools. They had this cross stitch kitty, and it is a
Corner gauge.
corner gauge, a fabric.
Fabric counter. That's smart.
It's got several things all in one.
It has a needle size, like what needle to use.
Yeah,
Nice.
You got that from Fortnite?
Fortnite, and it's got a ruler too. There's a little ruler like
Mhm.
right up here.
And it's really hard. It's really like
It looks thick.
a plastic. It's very durable.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
yeah,
Fortnite-fabrics.com,
yes,
if I remember correctly.
yes. So
I can't believe they just started dyeing fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
Those men are genius.
They are
Fabric dyer. Like,
yes.
Oops,
I got to join the club.
Yeah, they do Ada, they do multiple counts in linen, Lugana. I mean,
I
All
think
their mushrooms. They
is like
yeah.
really nice. It was hard. It was before I switched to linen, I used to stitch on Ada, but it was so hard to find nice colors in Ada back then. And now it's like,
yeah, one
Right.
of the local stitchers is an Ada stitcher, and she is so happy and excited.
Yeah.
Now she can get
all the pretty colors.
everything, and she's just doing amazing work because.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
And I went out to Shakespeare's Peddler. Teresa put together this notebook and the cover.
Just the cover alone.
It's just lined paper. I mean,
it's for the note takers.
Yeah. But you know,
it's got silk on the cover, so of course.
Yeah, that got me. And these are just skeins of silk. That is just gorgeous.
Those look like Glorianas, actually.
I was trying to. You can't really see the name.
All you see is France.
You can see, Silk France and some portions of some of the names.
It says egg.
Yeah,
and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
That's all we can make out.
I know.
It's your Elizabeth egg notebook.
What floss has got called Elizabeth?
That's cool. I like that.
These are 80 pages.
It's just light paper.
Wire bound. It's really. I saw that in her newsletter, and I was like,
And it's gonna be filled. Are you gonna use it this year or next?
Next year, I think I'm going to use it for
the next 80 videos.
Well, this year when I was going to do my cross-stitching diary for the year, I never went out and got a little notebook or anything. I just printed off some calendar pages from the internet and put a piece of colored paper around it and deemed it my 2020.
It's like you knew what 2020 was going to be.
Right. That's a metaphor for 2020, isn't it? Gary, you're right.
Oh, my fault.
We just slap this together and
yes, exactly.
Get a proper calendar.
We don't do anything from March to September anyway.
Just burn it. No, don't burn it. It has good stuff in it, but I mean, like,
So I think starting in 2021, I'm going to use this as my cross-stitch diary.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm very happy with that. It's been very fitting.
2021 is going to be a good year now. We got a good book.
Yes, that's right. We got a good book. Okay, so that was Hall. Any announcements? So Michelle, can you tell us a little bit about your Flosstube channel and your other social media outlets?
So I have a Flosstube channel. It's Bendy Stitchy, which people always ask me, like, why Bendy Stitchy? It was because when I first started my Flosstube, I thought maybe I would encourage myself to get back into yoga by naming it that.
How's that working?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. It's been about 3 years, so I'm closer now than I was then. I don't know, it's not working. But then after a while, people were calling me Michelle Bendy or just Bendy, so I couldn't change it. It had to stay, so it's fine. But then I have every social media, right? I'm all over Instagram, at Michelle Bendy. I have at Bendy Stitchy D Stash, where I do, people send me stuff a lot of times that's great. It's great stash, but it's maybe not desirable enough to put in an auction format. So what I do is I sell it on my D-Stash account, and then I use the money that the D-Stash account makes to ship auction items and giveaways from my videos. Because shipping gets expensive, especially because I'll ship anywhere in the world all the time. Like, I don't limit my stuff to US, so shipping could get expensive. And then, of course, I have my at Bendy Stitchy Designs, which is my design account where I just post pictures of my stuff that comes out. And then Facebook is Michelle Bendy, and I just started a Patreon, which I love. I love my Patreon. It's so much fun. And that's basically where you can come. There's different levels of, like, you can join at different levels, and each level gets different things. Like, if you join at the $5 level and you give me $5 a month to support my business and keep me designing, I give you 2 blog posts a week and, discussion with me. And at the $10 level, you get vlogs. I've been making daily vlogs. At the $20 level, you get a little chart every month. So, like, a couple months ago, a couple months ago, that was my Patreon chart.
Oh, how
Oh,
cute.
Oh, that's cute.
So it's just little, they're small, but they're quick. Patreon. I have a Discord channel now, which is something apparently the kids are doing. I don't know. My husband was like, "You need to get a Discord," and I was like, "What's a Discord?" But it's another social media, and you can chat, and it's nice because on Patreon I can share pictures with my patrons, but they can't share pictures with me.
Mhm.
It doesn't allow them to upload pictures, but I gave them access to a specific Discord channel, so now they can send me their pictures too.
Mhm.
Which, like, what's the point if I can't see what you're stitching?
Yeah.
Like, I want to see what you're stitching.
And is that also Michelle Bendy?
Michelle Bendy, I think, or is it Bendy Stitchy? I'll send you the link. I think it's Bendy Stitchy Design. I don't know what it is, Shelia.
So how's the
I think
berries
it's.
coming?
What's that?
How's the designing of berries coming?
Oh, the berry. I have some berry. I have berry bird
And
that's
Hilda,
coming.
the ladybug.
And I have, it was interesting because I really had fun doing the Hildyberry. But reviews on that were very mixed. Like, people were like, I want it to be flat. I don't want it to make it into a berry. And a couple of shops actually told me, I don't want to buy this chart from you and sell it in my store because I can't sell it with the berry as the front cover. And I was like, okay, I know I'm no Erica Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think so. What I'm going to do because I want to do more berries. I love my berry. I'm going to do like Liz Matthews does, where she does her trees.
Oh, yeah.
But now she does the tree, but she also does like a rectangle version of it too. So I'll do the rectangle version and then just cut out the berry part so that you can do it either way.
Like you can stitch it this way or this way.
Yeah, and I'll just put
Got
the lines in to say, like, if you just stitch this part, it'll make a great berry.
Got it.
Or
Yeah, I remember
Oh, that'll be cool.
the tree thing. It's got the partridge and a pear tree.
yeah. And she just released a new one with like a quilt pattern. And so on her pattern is rectangular, but she put in lines to say, like, you don't have to stitch these top parts if you're going to make it into a tree.
Oh, that makes it really versatile. So you could either make a pillow out of it. I like that idea.
Yeah. And I'm not much of I'm very much of a like, oh, that's working. Let's try that.
Yeah.
Right? Rather than like reinventing the wheel. But of course I messaged Liz and I'm like, hey, that's a really good idea. And she was like, psh, use it. So,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
Excellent.
But yeah, that's my social media in a nutshell.
And in your dash also, Michelle Bendy or Bendy Stitchy?
It's Bendy Stitchy D-Stash.
Bendy Stitchy, okay.
All on IG. That's on IG.
That's on Insta. Yep. Let me just make sure. Yeah, Bendy Stitchy D-Stash. Yes.
Okay. EJ, do you have any announcements?
If you're not participating, please make sure you participate. I know I posted on Instagram. I don't know if anybody else posted on Facebook or anything. The Sal.
I posted.
Matters Sal. Diversity and Inclusion Sal.
Yeah.
I'll post it up on Facebook after we get off of this call.
Okay,
I
cool.
was giving mine a surprise for the look, so I got the look that I needed. So
Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a good look. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. So we're still working on that, and it's picked up a lot of speed. So I love it. I absolutely love it. So if you want a skin conversion, I know you could go to Lord Libidin, and on Michelle's Patreon site, you can scroll down, and then she has a link.
Yeah, I made a whole post on Patreon about I found a couple of actual like black cross stitch designers, which I didn't know we had, so I'm super excited to feature them. Skin conversions and then charts that you don't have to convert the skin. They're already ready made, like Brittany's. And it's a public, on my Patreon, you don't just have to pay, like there's public posts too. And it's just a good place to put it. So it's a nice big there.
Yeah.
Okay.
great.
Cool.
So yeah, so please join, and yes, and then hashtag it, and then so we can all see and view and like ooh la la, ooh, where'd you get this, and we all can share.
Yeah.
I love it.
Very nice. Gary, do you have any announcements?
Well, today at 2:00, about an hour and a half, bags are dropping, grind birds are dropping. And I think you guys saw the I think there's like over 200.
It was a wink wink nudge nudge type of.
Yeah. Set your alarm. Some people, I think, someone in Australia has got their alarm set at 3 a.m.
Oh.
It is a global movement.
It is a global movement. It is.
Well, which is to say that they do ship internationally.
Yes.
So if you live in this country, don't take that as a.
Just do your time conversion to the right time zone.
Yeah.
And we're Eastern time zones.
Alrighty. And well, I won't talk about our cruise this week. We'll come back to it next week. But yeah, we're cruising next July. So we'll do that. How about plans? Michelle, what are your plans?
So after I finish my Breonna Taylor chart, I have had this. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's called Natural Beauty 3. She's from Philanthrope Broidery, which is a French site. And the only kind of downside of her is that she's charted in Aurifil floss, which is a French floss. But So Livy, Savannah on Instagram, she posted a full DMC conversion, and she's got her well underway. So I have my fabric pulled. I just need to pull my DMCs, and she's next. And then Zakia and I, because Zakia, you guys know Zakia, right? Lady Wing Designs.
Love her. Yes.
Love her. She loves anything autumn, anything autumnal. So we saw this little squirrel from Boohoo Stitches, and Zakia, because I was like, bought the squirrel, and Zakia's like, I bought the squirrel, and I'm like, okay, well, we're obviously having a squirrel sale. So
hello, hashtag squirrel sale.
Hashtag squirrel sale. And it doesn't have to be this squirrel, it could be any squirrel, as long as it's a squirrel. And I got this in the mail.
Ooh.
This is Picture This plus Midas.
Ooh.
And I don't know, you guys, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, you can.
I don't look at Gary's face. I don't
find the darker part of that yellow. Yeah, you can.
You think so? Because I was also going to say, like, we could just do a giveaway for this, because I'm not going to stitch on it.
Well,
wow.
definitely just look at the leaves. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, is these ones. These.
Yes, change the color.
You've got the top leaves that are yellow there.
Yeah.
If I went more red with the leaves, do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking more red, and the ones at the top, just make them a little bit more intense.
Those ones?
Yeah. And it'll be perfect for it. I love that.
This scares me.
No.
I'm afraid of this fabric.
Oh no, there's no fabric.
But you stitched the orange with no problem.
There's no rhyme or reason to me, EJ.
Maybe you know what? Maybe it's not calling to you because it's not the right fabric for that.
Maybe that's why it's a little jarring.
Yeah.
I want to be brave, but I don't know if I am. So
be brave.
That's my plans.
Michelle, what was the chart you just showed us, the lady?
Oh, this. She's called Natural Beauty 3.
Natural Beauty 3.
Okay.
And
it's from Philanthrope Broideries.
Okay.
I can send you the link. It's a French website, and the only tricky thing is you can switch the website to English. If you scroll down to the bottom, there's a British flag, and you can click on it. But for some reason, you can't check out from the British version of the site. You have to check out from the French version of the site.
Okay.
But let's be honest, we're all good enough at buying cross stitch online that you can do it in French.
I was getting ready.
Check out.
Yeah.
You can do it in French.
Hey now.
Yep. And she also comes as a kit with the Aurifil flosses, and I think she comes with this fabric because that's just the fabric. That's not part of the design.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
That might be fun.
Yeah.
I think that would be super fun to have the.
Minnie just finished hers. Minnie
Gray.
She just finished hers. Yeah. And you can have that as a PDF, can't you?
I have mine as a PDF. I couldn't wait for the kit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I needed to buy it now so I could stitch it later.
Yeah. Yes.
You never know when it's going to go out, right?
That's right.
I almost forgot. So
What'd you forget?
Very, very,
Surprised.
A couple of people have posted, but it was kind of like, well, until you see it, you don't really believe it kind of thing. So the new issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher came out, and I got my issue yesterday. And on page 56, I don't know, they got these strange people. A picture of these really strange.
Yes, you guys are in there.
They did a 3-page spread on StitchCon 2019, and there
Oh
we
my
are.
God, look at us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Up here is Carol,
Carolina.
Yeah.
who is
With Sue Hillis.
yes, with Sue Hillis, and she's Crafts Makeup
Crafts
Food.
makeup food.
Yes.
And over here, in the store they had in the annex,
Garon totem bags.
on totem
Yep,
bags.
that was our first outing.
So we were really quite like, wow,
Yeah.
look, this is thank you, Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. Thank you.
Now
Amazing.
I'm going to buy like 20 and send them out as Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Do you need to sign them?
Oh, we should. Yes.
Yeah, you guys should autograph
Yes.
them.
Just
Put me
like
down. Put me down for one, EJ.
Just to be that girl, I'm just sign it and just like, here you go.
Yep. You're welcome.
I'm sure my mother would appreciate that.
You only sign your sister's copy.
You gotta sign mom's copy. Mom needs a signature.
Oh my God, how cute! Oh, I love it. And my
That's
problem
awesome,
was
you
Gary.
guys.
I was looking at Gary crazy because he probably said something crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a finish this week.
Yeah.
I'm not letting it go. I can't.
If I can't get all these
Let
things.
it go.
No.
I was up till 3 doing skin and hair.
Oh, that was so good.
That
And
was
what
so
conversion
fantastic.
did you use? What colors? DMC colors? You remember?
I'll post them when they're
Okay, good.
yeah, because
I love it. I got tears in my eyes. I
did.
love that.
the
I
hair
love
went from 5 colors of brown and gold to 3 colors of gray and black.
For the hair.
Mhm.
Nice. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Done. Really well done.
Love it.
So,
Plans?
you have plans?
I always have plans, don't I?
Okay.
Oh wait, and I didn't take my plans.
I didn't do your plans?
No.
No.
It's right here on the list. It's folded over.
You know she writes stuff and just don't remember to follow
It's
it.
even printed.
That's okay.
It's organic.
Whoa.
So, today is Summer Sal Day.
Oh.
It's another new start.
That's so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that flower over there.
This is called for. It's truffle.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's nice.
That
Ooh.
is pretty.
Oh, your lady might look good on this, EJ.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Where is she? Yeah, truffle. Picture this plus.
Yeah, because she's kind of bright, and this is kind of
Mm-hmm.
nice colors. See how the colors pop on it? Her dress has got those colors in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I see you.
Then I got my little bag with
Notions.
Ooh, so nice.
threads.
Valdani thread.
I
Mhm.
like stitching with them because I stitch with them different than I do any other threads. DMCs, I just put them in the thread, put them in the needle. But on these, I always use my metal threader. It's kind of like I grab my threader, I stick it in the needle, and it's just a different method of stitching for me, and it makes me feel kind of different.
And this is 3
Yeah.
Valdani. I think Autumn Quaker was,
It's all 3.
it was 3.
Yeah.
I don't know why that the Valdani for Autumn Quaker always looks thicker to me.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
But this is nice. Beautiful.
And they're so beautifully packed.
Yeah.
Like that's just pretty.
Mhm. So that's your plan
And there
for
will be
today?
some of these later today.
Nice.
So that's
Not
your
for long.
today?
That's my plan for today, and then tomorrow I'll pick up fireworks lane
Uh-huh.
with the zooms. The
Okay.
zoomers.
Okay. Firework lane. All righty. EJ, what are your plans?
My plan is to work on that. My BAP, which is this leaf right here. That's my BAP.
So once
So-
you finish that green leaf, you can work on that green dress, right?
Exactly. It's a tealy sash. So, and then after that, I work on her, and then and then School of Magical Stitches and literature homework. Kind of neglected that. I'm going right back in, and all my other challenges.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Lady Justice should go really fast because she's only on the one page of the Mirabilia. Normally, like the Autumn Queen, World Holiday Queen, she's on front and back. So this is only half of the chart.
Do you see how big the chart is? Huge.
Yeah, but she's narrow, so it's pretty quick.
So you mean Queen? What is her name? Holiday.
Is like
Royal Holiday
and
is on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lady Justice is kind of a small Mirabilia, right? But she's still a Mirabilia.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, let's not lose sight of that.
This is gonna be a beast right here.
Yes,
No, it's gonna be fun.
Okay, that's my plan. Those are my plans.
Alrighty. And my plan is to hopefully finish the Lady Catherine's garden. I'm going to finish that top row of wash day. And then I'm going to pick up something that I haven't worked on in a while. I don't know what, but any of the above.
Ladies' night.
Oh, that's a good
Oh
one.
shoot! Yeah,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay. Ladies' night.
Good thing I know what you have.
I got a whole list.
Could be anything.
Eager.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty, so I think we've said it all.
And don't forget,
No matter where you are, the sun is
always shining when you're stitching. Bye. I always forget. You want to do that again? Do it again. And don't forget,
no matter where you are,
the
sun is
always shining when you're stitching.
Bye.
And I bet you he's going to leave it on there.
Don't you dare.